Well, here we are, off L'Aber. You can see that there. We were up at 5 this morning, slip lines at 5:30. It's now 6:30, and we've come out of the marina, and we've come along the outside edge of L'Aber, and we've swung round. Now we're on course pretty well to L'Aber Wrac'h, which is about 30 miles away. It's a beautiful morning, absolutely gorgeous. One of those mornings where you don't mind too much about getting up at silly o'clock, but it's not a breath of wind. That's the other side of the island. There is an inner passage. Thought about it, not for very long, and decided I'll go around the outside and use the tide, and that's worked okay. There's a French boat which is just over there. He got up just before us, left before us. He went through the inner passage and he's at least a mile and a half ahead. And there's an English guy with a blue ensign who looked like he knew what he was doing, and he's gone through the inner passage, but he left a bit later than us. I've seen him turn in as we'd gone around the corner. So there's obviously great opportunity and advantage in that, but also there's lots of rocks, and I've not done it before, and I'm just focused on getting down to L'Aber Wrac'h safely. So this is why we did what we're doing. But we're good. We've got 2,000 RPM. We're steering 255, and all things are good on good ship Clemency. Just about to have a cup of tea. Well, it's now 7:30 and we've settled into our passage. It's a bit wobbly at times, but the sea is being kind. We're having our cup of tea and the sun is higher. Feeling very, very warm and just no wind. You can see the flags, courtesy flags. The wind, what wind there is coming from directly behind us, because it was an easterly forecast, and I think we've got about 5 knots of true wind and we're doing 6.7, so it just feels like there's no wind here at all. We're motoring along at just under at 2,000, and it's giving us anywhere between 6.5 knots and 7 knots. We've got some good tide with us, which we will have till about 10:30. So 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. We've got 3 more hours of west going tide, and we've got just under 20 miles to do, and we're doing about 6.5 to 7 knots. So, you know, we're definitely getting there. The numbers seem to add up that we'll get to our first turning point, the Levant Cardinal, with the tide with us, and I was thinking, planning this, that wasn't going to happen, so that's good. So let's have a look what it looks like up here. That's us. So we're probably about a third of the way. I'm being a bit optimistic, but about a third of the way, running parallel. There's a couple of yachts out there which left with us, and they're doing quite well. So there's 3 of us obviously heading to the same place. So this is it. Beautiful. So we've managed to sail to L'Aber Wrac'h. It was actually, as a passage, it went really, really well. We were up at 5 this morning. Had the boat slip lines at 5:30, and by about 6:30 we were the other side of L'Aber, and we managed to get down to Levant, which is the cardinal mark on the transit into L'Aber Wrac'h, just as the tide started to turn against us. We were probably maybe half an hour away from the cardinal when the tide started to turn against us, so we really used all of the tide to get here, and it worked really, really well. So this is L'Aber Wrac'h. We've had a quick walk around, not too much here, really, it's a very small place. But a very successful passage, I think, so bodes well for the Chanel de Four. What we decided to do today is Monday, so it's now 7:20 in the evening. What we'll do now is, I think tomorrow we'll have a day off and we'll start to look around here, go for a walk, things, and then two options. We're either on Wednesday very early in the morning, again around about the 5:30 mark, slip lines and go, or we end up slipping lines around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and potentially getting into Camaret at sort of 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So we're just going to watch the weather and see which one is best, but I'm guessing after the experience of today, early mornings are best.